Judge? 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 My opponent's cheating. I'm pretty certain they're cheating. This is definitely cheating. Like, I don't care if there's some random rule that they can claim forgives this, but, like, no, this is cheating! I want to repair. Hello, everyone. Yuga cheated! This is how you know I record these right after I watch the episode. He fucking cheated! Like, what? What the hell just happened? Let's start from the beginning. No, let's not start from the beginning. I want to start with this! Now, going into this episode and this duel, I think we all were pretty able to figure out that, okay, this is where Yuga gets a fusion. It's probably a 7 roads upgrade. Yeah, it makes sense. Everything was lining up for it. And that is exactly what happened. But it wasn't just the standard. He draws polymerization and off-screen he figured out how to get into his deck, which I think is what we all assumed. Hell, they even made it look like that was what was going to happen. He activates that draw spell, and common sense would dictate, oh, he got poly in his deck already. That makes sense. This is what this whole thing was building to. He prepared everything, he planned everything, he strategized everything. That's Yuga. That makes sense. No! He stares at his deck for a good solid, minute. Why? Because he's fucking slow playing! Judge! No, he's staring at his deck, and then a meteorite comes hurtling towards the earth, ready to destroy this city. It just, comes down, goes exactly where they're dueling, although, didn't Yuga say he wanted to meet them there, so maybe this was the plan? It's probably, yeah. I think this was the plan! It's insanity! So yeah, they're just there, and he activates the draw spell, and instead of drawing, a meteor comes. A rock, well, metal, because it's a hardware adapter thing, whatever. Space junk comes hurtling towards a small 11-year-old boy. He puts his dual disc that has paper in it. Paper that's not even sleeved. And then the meteor hits it! And, remember, Yuga doesn't have magic, we assume. As of yet. Obviously, the episode where we learned about the 7 wizards, or whatever the fuck that was, maybe hinted at some stuff. But as of right now, Yuga doesn't have magic. He's not Yugi, Jaden, or Yusei. There is nothing protecting him from death. The meteor hits the dual disc, disintegrates, but the piece of paper inside does not, and just lands in the dual disc right on top. What? That's not even where it ends, because the minute that happens, for starters, great. They figured out how to do the obvious thing in the last fucking way we imagined they would. But so then he's like, it's draw time. It's time to draw. Now I draw. It's not like I was waiting. It's not like I was holding everything up. It's not like I was waiting for time stalling. He literally time stalled! That's what he did! Now he draws! And Yuo, or Yugioh, whatever, is just no, this is cheating! This is against the rules! Finally! 20-some-odd years of Yu-Gi-Oh! And someone acknowledges this bullshit! So he draws polymerization, and if I'm correct, this one had a reddish tint, because Yuo's has a purple tint, Luke's has a blue tint. If I'm correct, this was a reddish tint. It looks similar to Yuo's. I don't know if that's just because of the episode quality, or because I kind of have a weird thing where blues, purples, and reds can look a little skewed to me when it's together. Tell me below if you thought it was a different tint, because if there's red polys out there, I want that shit. No, but so, he draws poly. Where does he get the fusion monster? Where? This was in the OG anime, Black Skull Dragon. Where the fuck did Yugi get that card? Where are these fusions coming from? More cheating! And this isn't with the maximum shit where they programmed it in ahead of time. No! How did he have this? then the duel ends, and it's a pretty fun final turn. The Seven Swords upgrade looks cool. He just, like, takes him out. Good shit all around. And he finally beats Luke. And make no mistake, like, this was very entertaining, which is like, what the fuck is going on? I just thought of something. I literally just thought of this. I wanted to complain because I assumed where this was going was in order to break Luke out of the mind control. They were going to try and play into the fantasy and, like, try and connect to him through that. And when they didn't do that, I was starting to get annoyed because it means we just wasted time for more jokes. And also to put Roman in more fetish outfits. But no, I just realized this. Maybe it was just for fun. What if the whole point to putting on the outfits, to doing the gags, to wasting time was all part of was all just stalling. Like, everything was just based around making them wait for when whatever force, I assume Kaizo did it or whatever that caused the meteor to come hurtling to Yuga. What if it was all just this crazy manipulation to just stall for time? I know this sounds insane, but what else am I supposed to think? It's insane! Oh, Lord. I hope I get the rest of this video right. I don't have the energy to re-record this nonsense. And so, yeah, Yuga has fusion, and now everyone has fusion. Like, maybe that was the plan for all of this, that he figured out how to get all the key cards to turn into poly so everyone can... But where are they getting the fusion cards? Where? And better yet, like, presumably, it turned into polymerization because of binary code. Does that mean poly existed already? Like, what is happening? Why doesn't eBay or TCG Player exist and they can just buy fusions? So yeah, and so then the duel is over. And where I assumed all this was leading to, no, actually, this was all part of the Goha plan to control Luke and use him to beat Yuga. It turns out, no, it really is all the shenanigans Tiger brought up last week about the manga and all that somehow infected a Goha helmet, which I guess short-circuited the helmet into thinking it was the Luke man, and that's really what all this was about. And it's a good thing me having a mental breakdown over the logistics of this episode took up the majority of it, because honestly, I kind of didn't like that. I kind of liked it when it looked like, it genuinely felt like they were building to the idea that this was part of a bigger plan, and no, it's just another silly joke. And don't get me wrong, everyone looked funny in their outfits, especially the Goha siblings as those weird starfish things. That was funny. Like, I liked that. But at the same token, we are a year and a half into this show, and even though I love the comedy, I love the lightheartedness, I love the minimalist story because they use it for some great character stuff and all that good shit, but I am starting to reach the point where when everything just ends in a joke, it is starting to get a little annoying. And maybe I won't get annoyed in another franchise, but at the same token, when you are a franchise that tends to have these kind of crazy, insane, save the world plots, after a while, even when I do love Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s and the comedy in it, it is starting to get a little annoying. I would like a little more. Even with polymerization coming into the world, like, will we see effects of that? Will that have an impact on the story? Hard to tell, and I would kind of like maybe just a little more It's ironic, because something I hate about, like, Attack on Titan is I hate every fucking character. and I hate them all, and, like, I also don't like the plot as well. But here it's kind of the opposite. I love the characters, but now I am starting to want a little more plot. I don't even know why I thought about Attack on Titan just now. Yeah, but no, that was that. The other little thing is, what was interesting was, we all were assuming something like this would happen. Mimi takes the Goha president thing and brings it to Swirly. And I thought it was genuinely leading to Swirly is the 6th Goha president, because we've seen it with multiple characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! That they're there to be friends, but they're actually bad guys or whatever. You assume that's going to happen? No, it doesn't. Who is Swirly? What's he here for? Probably the wizard thing. But yeah, no, that was good. So it ends strong, and I'm curious to see what an episode about Roman and Yuga is going to be like next week. But Yeah, no, I just kind of like the conclusion there. I thought was kind of weak sauce, and it is starting to grate on me a little how I am starting to miss the idea of crazy card game plot nonsense. But yeah, no, that was this episode. Mostly very strong. Kind of got a little weak on the ending. But yeah, no, that was this. As for the TCG question of the week, tins are this Friday. Ready or not, here they come. A lot of people already have theirs. Cases are being cracked. Crossout designator is 90. It looked like Zeus was dropping below 20. Now it's shot back up to 20. So what are you looking for? What are you most excited about for the tins? As a virtual world player who doesn't own a Zeus but was borrowing one, I'll be happy to own my own Zeus. I don't normally rarity upgrade. I don't know why. I get kind of attached to whatever the cards I have are, so I don't want to ditch my ultras and my supers. I might just... Actually, I don't even think Gigi got the upgrade. Isn't he still common? I don't know. But yeah, tell me what you think about that below. And as always, click to like, click to subscribe, and let us say goodbye to the Luke Man.